Peace, peace, peace. In the now of the one, the only now and the only one, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all tap the screen, like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Only if you feel called to. Let's go. Now, I've been meditating. I meditated this rising. I went upstairs. I created a little regiment for myself. I am in Egypt, if you don't know. So I go upstairs when the sun rises and, I soak in all these light codes and energies and all that good stuff. Then I come back downstairs and I get a little meditation in, like indoor meditation. And, feeling the presence and feeling existence in the earth and the universe, the ascension itself, and just feeling what's happening individually and collectively. And, there's a couple themes that I want to touch on. The first theme is clearing our energy in regards to what we ingest physically. Now, we talk about energetic things that we ingest when we talk about television and the programming and all that other stuff. But specifically the foods that we eat, we have to be, it's a must, clear in our bodies. Fasted individuals. When you're a fasted individual, peace, gratitude, thank you so much. When you become a fasted individual, somebody that's not ingesting particular things, food and whatnot, you allow the frequency, because the frequency of the planet is already changing regardless. The frequency of our universe, of our inner world, it's changing. So for us to have an easier time during this change, we have to follow suit. So if you're ingesting a bunch of shit that doesn't correspond with the higher vibration, your body's going to develop diseases. You're just going to develop complications. Because if the things that we ingest aren't on the frequency that we're trying to attain, then obviously there's going to be some type of misalignment. That's on that level. We're going to talk about that as well, but we're also going to talk about how most human beings now, especially in these times, since we are raising our frequency, what we call jobs are not resonating with us anymore, because we're starting to feel the things that pull our energy. We're starting to actually tangibly be able to feel the things that pull at us. And the greatest pull of our energy, besides the food, is our job. That sense of security that the job gives us, but we trade the sense of security for a energetic vampire type energy that we call our jobs. And the theme of consciousness right now is many people just they're making these videos and they're just tired. And that's the one thing that I'm seeing and feeling and sensing from the collective. It's like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm sick of working. I feel my energy more than I ever have. And I feel even the thought that I have work in an hour, even the thought that I have to go to this job, even the thought, let alone being there and actually having to work the job. So these systems are collapsing under the weight of those who are waking up, right? That remembrance. We are very, very powerful deities in that when we feel away, think away, and imagine anew, things begin to change. So most human beings are like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to work. I don't want to do that. There has to be another way. There has to be a better way. The one thing that we are ignoring in this, thank you so much for the like, soul, peace to you in the now, right? The one thing that we're ignoring is that togetherness, okay? That coming together. We could do it. We just don't see a way because, one, we're afraid of one another. We're afraid that we don't share the same vibration, or we're afraid that other people might. That you see, we've been so often betrayed by human beings that it's hard for us to want to merge energy with other human beings. But it's going to be the only way that we're going to be able to sustain ourselves beyond jobs, beyond the matrix, beyond the illusions. Okay? Thank you so much for the likes. You guys make sure you like the live, tap the screen, like the live, share the live. Help me fight the algorithm. I'm already battling the algorithm, so I don't have to battle y'all too. So, like the live, share the live, give gifts only if you feel called to, only if you feel called to, right? We are craving space and time to be able to go within, to be able to feel that space and time are illusions. We need that time. We need that space from whatever it is that has been taking our energy, right? These unseen battles, these unseen attachments can be felt, but if you could actually see how these attachments look, you'd be like, what the fuck? If you could see the spiritual vision of how attachments work, attachments to jobs, people, places, circumstances, if you could see the attachment like an entity, like a being, like, if you could see it like that, you'd understand what I'm trying to convey to you. You'd see that this attachment that's latched on to your aura like a fucking, like, some type of entity always walking with you, like holding on to your aura almost like this, like looking at you, like scary shit, like that. That's what an attachment kind of looks like. If I can describe what an attachment looks like, that's what it looks like. It's like this fucking being holding on to your aura, giving you this fucking scary ass look. And you're just like, you can't see it, so you're just walking around, but you feel it. You're like, what the fuck is that? Like, you feel that. And this is what attachments are. And these attachments stretch further than, oh, I'm attached to this job, I'm attached to money, I'm attached to this person. It's food, it's ideas, it's belief systems, these attachments that we have. And what we're attempting to do is release ourselves from these attachments. And we do this day to day. So today is my opportunity to be able to release attachments. Yeah. Today's your opportunity. You only have today. That's the nature of the reality altogether, is that you really only have the now. You only have today to choose your timeline. You choose your timeline in every thought, every feeling, every action. So when that thought pops into your mind to go get that fucking burger and you say nah and you don't do it, you've changed your timeline. You've switched timelines. Now it's a lot easier to see each timeline. It's a lot easier. Peace, peace in the now. Gratitude. Y'all like the live, share the live. Tap the screen. Share this with your people. They probably sleep anyway. They're not going to see it. Share it with them. But the shares matter. Lock in. The more you release the attachments, especially the food. Today's day 2 of my fast, so I'm feeling it a little bit more. But I know that I have these parasitic organisms, these metals and toxins in my body that need to be released, and you do too. You can't hide from it. It has to happen. Energy core cutting indeed. This is another thing that we're going to discuss. Okay? So as you choose differently each day, you have to pretend like this is the only day you have. Lock in with me. Lock in with me. You have to pretend like this is the only day that you have. Right? If you pretend like this is the only day that you have and you choose as if this is the only day that you have, to choose differently. Not, oh, this is the only day that I have, fuck it, I'm being gluttonous. This is the only day that I have, fuck it, I'm going to jump off the fucking roof. No, this is the only day you have, so I'm going to choose properly. When I get the thought in my head that it's time to eat, I'll work out. When I get the thought in my head that I need to react a specific way to something, I'll take a step back. When I get a thought in my head that whatever, I'll meditate. It's subtle though. It's so subtle that it creeps in your idle time, when you're just walking by or you're just standing up. As soon as you stop thinking spiritually about the reality, that's when you become an open vessel to infinite types of entities, energies, and beings. You hear what I'm saying? And you think that it's just you thinking because it's in your voice, but it's not. It's different versions of you that don't have your best interest at heart. Spirits and energies and entities and parasitic organisms, peace. That as soon as you get idle, as soon as you just chilling, go get that burger. You know, how does that? Them chips is waiting for you. You just do it. You just do it. You just do it. Because it's in your voice, so you think it's you. No. You have to be conscious, aware, and you can't fall back to sleep. Because as we're in the waking life, we tend to sleep. We tend to go unconscious. And in the unconscious, energies and entities, voices, beings from different realities that we're surrounded by. They're surrounded by us and we're surrounded by them. Whisper in on us. Hey, look, you should do this. You should do that. Fucking chatting. And what do? You follow the voice because it sounds like you. But you have to be able to distinguish which voice is which. There are different realities. There's a higher version of you. I go back and forth, but thing is just too much. But this thing is just too much. You designed it. You designed it. It's too much only because you're so attached to the matrix version of you, meaning I don't gotta worry about attachments. Fuck it. I'm just going to work, doing my thing, living my life, eating my food, doing whatever I want. But you've been bit by the enlightenment bug. You've been bit by the energetic bug. You woke your ass up. It's time. It's time. It's time. Look. First of all, please like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to, right? Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free? Yeah. Freedom is on the other side of all of your attachments. True freedom, real freedom, is on the other side of your attachments to the drugs, to your attachments to the food, to your attachments to women or men. Your attachments. It's not to say that you won't experience it, but when you're attached to it, your energy, your life force is being leaked out. And those that have created this particular, we created on a higher level, but the beings that maintain the matrix are banking on you, taking everything that your senses say and following it. The destructive music, the destructive food, the addictions to sex, the addictions to drugs, the addictions that keep you as a matter-based being, a material being, when you are a consciousness-based being, a godly being, an angelic being, a divine being. You're the fucking GOAT, but you out here stuck in matter because you're addicted to food. You're addicted to this. You're addicted to that. You're addicted to matter, really, is what it is. You're addicted to sensations. The sensations that you get when you busting that shit down. The sensations that you get when you blowing that thing down. The sensations that you get when you doing that thing. Sensations. When you step outside of the sensations, you're like, whoa. There's something, there's an energy or an entity that attacks me based on my addictions to the sensations. Lock the fuck in. I know that it seems like a lot. But that's the nature of the reality you built. You built this program to play the game. It's a game. You built it to play it. You built it to play it. But now that you're in it and becoming aware of it, this shit seems like a lot. When you were just in it, able to just live life, like when that's why they said being a child was so easy because you didn't have to worry about shit. You just, I'm just a kid. Let this fucking grown ass adult just guide me through life. But then when you become an adult, it's symbolic to awakening because you realize, whoa, there's really no safeguards here. I have to make the decisions. It's the same thing when you wake up, but when you're unconscious, you're just doing shit and you don't know, there's no frame of reference that you're about to become an adult spiritually. That there really are no safeguards. You have to take care of your own spiritual health, your own energetic health, your own physical health. You have to be the one to do it. And now that you're coming online, that's my stomach. Today's day 2. Growl. Yeah, growl, bitch. Growl. Growl. Fiend. You ain't getting nothing. That's the conversation that needs to be had. That hunger pain, I don't care. Be hungry. Starve. Because those entities and parasites and energies that are in the gut, they are controlling you. Think about the things that you do just to get some food. Think about the things you were willing to do to get some food. Think about the moves that you make that are based on food. Sex. Sensations. Think about that. You get the job to work so that you can buy food, so that you can survive. So you can get a house so that you can survive. So you can get a car and have the house and the money so that the women can see that you have the car, house, and the money so they have sex with you. Everything is based on sensations. Everything's based on root chakra survival. They built a reality based on the root chakra. Let me say it again. Let me say it one more time for you. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Please tap the screen. Please tap the screen, right? They built a reality. When I say they, I'm talking about other versions of us. It's a projection of our consciousness. But when I say they, I'm talking about the objectified versions of our consciousness. People, these demons, these bots. They built a reality based solely on root chakra survival. This is why when you rise in the morning, the first thing you think about is the fucking bill. As soon as you get back to remembering who you are, because you don't really remember when you first wake up, you're like, who the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit. Okay, I'm me. All right. But I got work in 2 hours. Cool. Let me get up and get ready. Okay, cool. This means that off rip, when you get back to this realm, the first thing that you're thinking about is the survival. I have to go to work and the bills due, and I got my car note and the gas and my wife's mad at me. Survival. The plumbing's thinking about everything. This entire reality that we've been in has been a root chakra reality. I feel it too. I still feel it. I'm still in it. I'm looking in on it, but I still get enthralled in it at times when the ideas of money have to come up, or I got to spend money or this. I still feel that energy of the collective in my gut when I have to spend money, the collective in my gut when I have to come up with money. I know the feeling just like you, but I'm transmuting that so that I can feel the freedom that comes with not giving a fuck. Although I'm going to interact with it. Yeah, I'm going to interact with money and get money. And I'm into crypto and NFTs and I'm into that reality. But I'm freeing myself from the attachment of it. It's not easy, but it's something that needs to be done. Please like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. This is day 2 of my fast. I'm going hard, you hear me? Peace, Cole, peace, gratitude, peace, Golden. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Y'all are greatly appreciated for real, in real life. And in the astrals, right? This is day 2 of my fast. I'm going strong, man. I don't even feel, like when you have the conversation with yourself about the attachments that you have within this reality and what I just said, right? How many days you went last time? I only went 4 days last time. And I'm kind of upset that I broke it. I'm upset. This was 2 weeks ago, but I'm upset that I broke it because I was going strong and then I had a distraction. It was a distraction that I must rid myself of. There was a distraction in my reality. And, I just was like, let me just eat. I had soup and I had like rice. But I was upset that I did that because I know I was going strong. So now I'm on day 2. And now when you have the conversation about the attachments that you have, lock and watch. If you heard this before from me, hear it again because we need to hear it, right? How do you fast? You don't eat. You get some water, some juice, maybe like coconut water, but we're not ingesting matter. We're not ingesting materials, right? We're not ingesting fucking burgers and Twinkies and Kit Kats and shit. We're not ingesting that. We're cooking that. You could do fruit juice. I'd rather you juice your fruit, but liquid. You don't want your body to have to break down shit too much. Eating is not a fast, right? So when you're eating, you're still eating. Your body still has to break shit down, no matter if it's good or not. No matter if it's good or not, you want to give the body a break, period. You want to give the body a break from having to digest anything. The most you want to have it digest is maybe some juices, maybe some water, because all that still has to be processed. The water has to be processed too. Last time I tried to fast my period and I fainted, I couldn't do it. You even fasting on your period? Don't fast on your period. You're going through a cycle where you need specific things in the body, especially as a woman. Don't you fast on your period. Fast when you get off of your period. He said, I'm going to start tomorrow. You need to start today. Oh, you're in the morning. My bad. I'm in the day, y'all. That's that entity, right? When I be like, yo, I'm going to fast tomorrow, they be like, yes, he's going to fast tomorrow. So we're going to make sure that he forgets tomorrow because when tomorrow comes, he'll completely forget. We'll get him to get a meal. This is how these entities work, right? Yeah, don't fast on your cycle, sweetheart. When you get off that cycle, right? Once you're off that cycle, begin your fast, right? I fast until 2 p.m. Well, that's what we call intermediate fasting. That's an intermediate fast, right? Intermittent, right? That's a fast. That's a partial fast. What I'm suggesting is a complete fast of the system. The body doesn't want matter anymore. We are light beings. We are the children of the sun. We are the sun. Embodied. We're the sun. So the sun you feed, you see that light right there? That's the light of the world. You see this right here? This is the physical version of the light of the world. You get fed from that, but they tricked you into eating shit. But you don't only eat shit, you bust shit down. Let's talk about it. You bust it down. Please like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. This will be on my YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube. This video will be on my YouTube just in case you need a reminder. If you want to become a part of my fasting community, hit the star at the bottom. Become a part of my community, $2.99 a month if you have the monetary means to do so. Well, I'm on day 2. I'm going hard. I'm not even giving myself a day. Because once you give yourself a day, it's like you're anticipating that day. And the parasites know. Let me get this off real quick. These energies and entities that surround you, they run parallel to your reality. So you're here, but these energies are parallel. They're right here with you. You can't see them because your eyes won't let you yet. You can feel them though. They come in the form of sensations. Lock in. These beings feed off your lust for sex, off your lust for food, off your lust for anything material. It's not to say that you won't have these experiences. I love sex. I love women, right? I love to eat. But the lust for these things keeps you in the material world. You know what I'm saying to you? The lust for it keeps you in the material world. How long do you normally fast for, and what clarity have you encountered from fasting? I fasted for 4 days. That was the longest that I've done, which is shameful, but I'm going to go longer this time. The clarity that I've gotten from it is a sense of freedom. Like I'm one of the great, I can't compare myself to others, but I'm a manifester, right? You hear that? That's that thing. It wants something. It won't get it though. Lock in, right? I'm a grand manifester. The awakening that we're seeing from my perspective is because of me. And I did that without fasting. Now, on a fasted body, when I get to day 5, lock in. I guarantee you this. Mark this down. I'm going to put this on YouTube. You're going to remember. When I get to day 5, you're going to hear something in reality. This is how profound my consciousness is. When I get to day 5, you're going to hear something happen in reality because God has fasted its body from my perspective. From my perspective, right? Dreams, lucid, astral traveling without even trying. This is what fasting brings. Manifestation, instant. This is what fasting brings. Brighter aura. That's what fasting brings. Pure clarity, right? Clear dreams. Understanding what people mean beyond what they say. You would probably already have that gift, but it gets more profound and more powerful. Lock in. It gets more profound and powerful when you fast, when someone's speaking to you and you can feel the intent right underneath the words. You hear that? Yeah, go ahead. My stomach's like, yeah, motherfucker. You not getting nothing. You not getting nothing. Okay, now let me give you all that idea I was talking about. I'll read your comments right after this, right after I give this off. Please like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to, only if you feel called to. All those that wish to support, please do. If you want to become a part of my fasting community, if you need support, we all need support. I know I do. There's moments where it's like, yo, I'm about to break it and you don't want to. This is why you need support. Become a part of my fasting community. Game time. Hit the star at the bottom. Lock in. When you're watching a horror movie, a ghost movie, listen to me. When you're watching a ghost movie, the main character moves into a house that they bought for $2. If you fucking think it, then you think it was going to be haunted. It was $2. They move into a house that was $2. Like, bro, what the fuck? The house is haunted, clearly. They don't know it yet. So they go in the house, they're in the house, and they start hearing shit. I'm going somewhere with this, and this has to do with fasting. Watch how I connect this. I'm like Dave Chappelle, Virgo shit. Lock in, right? The house is haunted. They start to hear shit. One of the characters that's not really the main character, they actually start seeing shit. Then they go to their parents, and they're like, it's usually the kid, hey, there's something in this house. Like, we got to get the fuck out of here. The parents are like, no, we just bought it for $3. Why? We don't want to waste our money. We don't want to waste our money. We just bought the house and we don't want to, we're going to stay. They always fucking stay because they're idiots and they never listen to their child. Lock in with me. So the main character begins to see shit, hear shit, and start to experience shit. These are energies and entities and spirits. They start to see it. They start to experience it tangibly. Lock in. This is what happens next. They declare, the person declares, at first they were getting fucked with. The lights were flickering on and the shit started to come out, the cabinets and shit. Then they declared, I'm leaving. Oh, shit. As soon as they declared they're leaving and they start going to the door, what happens? The door closes. Boop. Nah, you're not going nowhere. Now I know you know. Now I know you know. I know you know and that you made a different decision. Now I got to really fuck with you. I can't let you leave. I need your energy. Lock in. I lock in. I lock in. Here we go. Now, in this reality, it's the same. It's mirrored. They just put a little fucking extra effects on it in Hollywood. There are energies and entities and beings and spirits and poltergeists and all types of entities that surround you and also live in your gut, that are running you on autopilot. You don't know they're there. You kind of like, you feel like you've been fucking haunted or some shit. What's happening? I feel like I'm being watched. But as soon as you become aware of them, oh yeah. As soon as you're like, I hear you, I sense you, I know you're there. This is when they make themselves known even more. Oh, you know? Bet. Now I got to turn the heat on. Because my source of energy is about to leave. She or he is about to fast. She or he is about to start meditating. They're about to start going into nature. Nah, fuck that. We got to get a distraction popping. So those energies, entities, spirits, they start to find other bodies that are next to you. Maybe friends, family, I don't know. And they start to inhabit those bodies. And then those bodies start arguments with you. And they knock you off your shit. Offer you food. Offer you drugs. Offer you things. And you're like, oh, no, yeah, all right, that cool. Oh, I love mac and cheese. Did you ever find it suspicious that every time you're about to fast, every time you're about to quit something, every time you're about to stop some shit, somebody in your reality starts offering you shit? You find that suspicious? You find that suspicious? That is very fucking suspicious. As if these energies and entities, these other versions of you, start inhabiting the bodies that are around you to get you back in line. Let me explain something to you. These parasites that exist within your body, right? They exist as spiritual entities as well, but they exist in your body. If you guys want to donate to the Venmo, hit the Venmo. This is my Venmo, not Cash App. I'm in Egypt, so they don't allow Cash App in Egypt, unfortunately. It is what it is. But if you guys want to support me, that's my Venmo right there. I don't care if it's $1. The name will be Stephen Lee. That's my Earth name. Moon Manti is the name I gave myself. So if you guys want to donate, please do. Lock in. Here we go. The parasitic entities and organisms that exist physically, they also exist spiritually in their own way. Oh, yeah? Wow. I grew up in Kemet. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm in Luxor right now. I've been out here for the past 4 months. But I would be lying if I said that the United States, Cairo, I was in Cairo for a month. And I've been in Luxor. This is my second time. I was out here in 2023. Here we go, and I'll be going to Hurghada, I think it's called, next, and then probably back to Cairo, and then back to the States, more than likely. So when I touch down, when that plane lands in the States, you're going to feel me. Here we go, lock in. The parasitic organisms that exist within the gut, they exist spiritually and physically. They have the ability to communicate telepathically with your mind and your neurons and everything within that they can communicate. They not only communicate telepathically with you, they communicate telepathically with the other parasites in the other guts. Oops. I told on them, they pissed. Oops. They're like, fuck. Oh, he's telling it. Yeah. These entities and energies have the ability to communicate with the other parasites in your gut. My gut can communicate with your gut. It's all telepathic. It's all energetic communication. This is why when you start thinking about, oh, I'm kind of hungry. The person next to you is like, yo, you hungry? You're like, oh yeah, I was just thinking that. Y'all just be thinking it's just for nothing. No, these beings communicate with each other. Thank you so much, Manifesting Coco. Thank you so much for the gifts. It means the absolute world to me. It's very rare to get gifts here. So you guys please like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Kai Sinet does not have to ask y'all for no fucking subscriptions. Motherfuckers are just subscribing. I love the growl because it shows that I'm hungry. I need to be hungry. Make me more hungry. I Show Speed don't got to ask for subscriptions. They have 1 million subscribers because they're distracting human beings. I'm telling you, the streamers are the new news. The streamers are the new celebrities. The streamers are the leaders. Who are we allowing to lead us now? This is why I say push consciousness. Doesn't have to just be me. There are others that I love as well. 360 The Alchemist. My guy, I always got to bring him up. If you go to 360 The Alchemist's page, make sure you follow him, watch his live, and tell him I sent you. Yeah. Spiritual Awakened. He's another one. Brilliant dude. I love his energy. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this shit go viral. We're already in the 5th dimension, y'all. This shit is over with. Everything else is fighting for attention. Your attention. Including the parasites. Kill them. Here we go. Lock in. Okay? When this communication comes about, lock in with me. When somebody says, hey, when your mind says, I'm hungry, and you don't say it out loud, and you got somebody next to you that gets that telepathic communication, and they're like, yo, I'm hungry, say, well, I'm not. Because that's the telepathic communication with those entities through that other version of you, which is another human that's sitting next to you. Yo, you hungry? Damn, I was just thinking that. Well, I'm not hungry. I already decided in my head that I'm not going to eat. So I don't know. No, I'm good. You hear me? How do you overcome the immense feeling of hunger while fasting, though? You have to be active, doing other things, right? That feeling of hunger is really your body ridding yourself of toxins. It's not that you're actually hungry for food because you already have a bunch of food. If I tell you the truth, your colon's already filled with food. It's filled with food still. You think that because you had a bowel movement, like you pooped, you think because you had a bowel movement that you got rid of the shit. No, what you did was you ate food and the shit that didn't come out yet got pushed out. Then you ate some more. Then the meal that you had before is being pushed down by the meal over and over and over. You have to get your body clear of all the poop, all the toxins. As a woman, when is it best to fast? I know now my cycle. Anytime not on your cycle. Once you're off that cycle, you're good. Get off that cycle, begin a fast, right? Do 3 days. Start with a day, right? Some people, it's hard for people to even think about the 3 days because there's a psychological effect in our minds that we know that it's like when you're doing push-ups. It's like, I know I'm going to 50 push-ups, but once I get to 40, I'm like, oh, I know I'm only got 10 left, but fuck, I just want to stop. And then some of us stop. It's psychological. So when that's why I said I'm not giving myself any days. I'm just going, right? When you give yourself, I got 3 days. I'm going to do 3 days. It's hard to even get past the first day because you're like, fuck, I got 3 days of this shit? Fuck that. No, I did 15 days. Absolutely beautiful, Rita. Beautiful. That's an inspiration right there. I appreciate you for coming up here and sharing that. Thank you so much for the gift. It means the world. And you guys make sure you load up them gifts. Load up $1 on TikTok when you come to your favorite creators. Load up $1. Load up $1. $1 will get you 100 roses. Load up $1. Isn't fasting for too long bad? No. Isn't eating for too long bad? Of course. You get cancer and die. Diabetes and die. High blood pressure and die. They tell you these things because they want you to think that. Your body, especially in the dimension that we're in, it doesn't need food. The reason why we think the thoughts that we think is because of the energies and entities that have been ingested into our bodies. The chips. You ever seen the video? Thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. For real, for real. You ever seen a video where the guy put the chips under the microscope, put a goldfish under the microscope, put the Oreo under the microscope? You see the fucking parasites that are... You're ingesting that. They're growing. They're becoming organisms. They're becoming bigger. They're becoming real beings. And they're powerful. So powerful that they communicate with you. They communicate with you. Do you hear me? But how don't we need any food? Don't we need minerals? Now, minerals is not food. That's a different... You can get your minerals. You can have your herbs. Like I have black walnut and wormwood I'm going to take during my fast. I have oil of oregano I'm going to take during my fast. These are oils, extracts from plants. The extracts, okay? I have shilajit, right? Like that's not you breaking your fast. That's just you putting the proper minerals in your body. The problem with human beings is we'll have these conversations. They'll bring up all the beautiful things that the body needs, and yet their body consists of Oreos, pizza, and fucking burgers. But you're not worried about the minerals when not you specifically, Cole, but just humans in general. People will ask about the minerals and the fear of fasting, but they don't give a fuck about the pizza, the bonbons, the Twinkies, and all the shit that they, ain't no minerals in that. Not a goddamn mineral in that. But when we start talking about fat, this is the tricks of, I'm telling you, the tricks of the parasites are many. The parasites are tricky motherfuckers. They know how to get you to question the fast and question yourself and question. That's their thoughts. That's them. Study parasites. Study how they secrete specific energies and oils, and they pee and poop in you. I'm trying to get y'all to understand some shit. I know it's vulgar, but it is what it is. This is the reality that we're in, right? Yeah? Fruits have minerals indeed. But what I'm suggesting is, right, yes, do your fasting with this is how I fast. I fast with my fruit juices. And I'm in Egypt, so they actually farm. They're not using pesticides and all that fucking shit. Water and fruit juice. If I want something a little thicker, I'll do like a mango juice, like something a little thicker, maybe a mango juice, right? But for the most part, fruit juice and water. I know it seems like an insurmountable task. It only feels like that because there are beings in your gut right now that are making it feel that way. Literally. Watermelon juice, right? Once you rid yourself or begin the process of ridding yourself of these energies, these entities, these beings, you will begin to feel the clarity in your mind. You will begin to hear the voice of your highest self. As godly as you believe you are, you're not as godly as you are when you have a fasted body. It's mind, body, and spirit, not just spirit and mind. A lot of us just go spirit and mind and just ignore the body. Peace, 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 gratitude, right? Mind, body, and spirit. So we got to take care of the body. I know that I've been ignoring the body. I know I have a gut dis-ease. And a lot of us do and don't know it. We have gut diseases. As a man, what are my views on sex and lust? Are you ready for this? You can't escape the parasites. The parasites feed on your lust as well and the sexual experience. Lock in. They're all in the root chakra. They're all here. They feed on all of it. Feed on all of it. Now, my experience with sex in general is that it could be, just like anything, it could become an addiction. It could become a crutch. I love sex, and it's not wrong for you to love it, right? It's not wrong for you to want to experience it, right? But when you over-sexualize things and people, you become addicted to it. This is an exchange, a divine exchange, right? When you have an intimate intercourse with someone, I'm a heterosexual man, but even if you're a gay man or woman, it's still sacred. It's still sexual energy encounters, right? Lock in, right? So when you have a sexual experience with someone, you're literally exchanging life force. That's life force exchanging, karma exchanging. When we say energy exchange, it's not just energy. Oh, I feel your energy. No, it's energy. It's the karmic ties that you have. It's the bliss that you experience. Like if I have intercourse with another human being, right, and they don't have energy, they're going to feel an awakening. They're going to be like, what the fuck? They don't have a frame of reference. This is why I don't give my energy sexually to just anybody. You can't. You can't give your energy sexually to just anybody. You can't. You don't know what types of energies that they harbor within. You don't know how they contemplate, if they reflect, if they meditate, if they do energetic clearing and have proper energetic hygiene. Now, the act of having a sexual encounter can bear fruits that you can't even imagine if you do it with intention. Now, if my intention and the woman's intention are aligned sexually, and we have a sexual encounter, we can manifest great things for both ourselves and the collective. But the problem is that the earthly experience of humans in sexual encounter and food encounters is without intention. It's just pure lust. I'm just trying to get it popping. You fire, you look great, I want to do that thing to you. That's how we think. But if we think like, hey, look, let me feel what your energy's like. Yes, you look great. That's the first sign of attraction. You look great, but let's have an actual conversation. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about reality. Let me see where your energetic hygiene is. And you shouldn't even just off the first conversation go into it with someone, because people have the ability to camouflage their energy by speaking about things that you like to speak about, right? They camouflage it like, oh, I'm into that too. Yeah, I'm into extraterrestrials and spirituality. Camouflage themselves to get into your energy, get into your aura. So I suggest having a sexual encounter with someone when you really, really get to know them. You really got to get to know their energy, get to know their habits, get to know how they eat, how they move, how they are designed within. And then with intention, hey, look, I know it's an awkward conversation to have, but you have to have the conversation. If it's somebody like, say like, I'm attracted to somebody, right? I'm attracted to this woman. Boom. Okay, hey, look, I'm attracted to you. Look, before we have this sexual encounter, let's date, so to speak. Let's talk, let's converse, let's have experiences, let's go out, let's experience each other for real. Then consciously we'll say, hey, look, I know that this is not the most romantic because we wanted it to just be spontaneous, but it's like, hey, I want to do this with intention. I want to have a sexual encounter with you. I want to do it with intention though. Yeah, we're going to do all the things in our minds, but I want to do it with intention. So I don't want it to just be random. We just laying up one day or just chilling one day and we just start going at it. That's easy to do. But if we could do it with intention, we will bear fruits that we've never, because most of us just have sexual encounters without intention. So it doesn't bear the fruits that we want. You just get drained. Thank you so much, Peace. Thank you for the gift. You guys make sure y'all load up them gifts for your favorite creators. I'm telling you, load up $1. Load up $1. The roses are a penny. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Only if you feel called to. You are loved, honored, and appreciated. Thank you guys so much for the support. It means the world. If you want to support me directly, click the link in my bio. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, for real. Y'all make sure y'all support your favorite creators for real. It means the world to them. And I'm telling you, the people that are built, designed, and incentivized to distract you are doing just that. And again, they don't have to ask for help. They don't have to ask for subscriptions. They don't have to ask, because lock in. If I came on here and started talking about Diddy, and I talk about Diddy for an hour, this live will be filled with 250 people. And they will be gifting me. I'm telling you, when you give off this type of energy of awakening, people run like fucking flies to the light, right? They, like roaches. The flies go to the light. Like roaches when you turn on the light. But like, as soon as you turn on that light, the roaches scatter. I'm out of here. Nah, he talking that shit, I gotta go. Let me find something where they're fucking in the dark. Where they're talking about Diddy, or where they're talking about Trump, or they're talking about war, or they're talking about religion and arguing back and forth about what religion is. They don't have to ask for help. People just fucking gifting them. Gift. You're distracting me. Thank you. That's how it works. If you guys want to support me directly, click the link in my bio. All things Movement T are there. My second book, Magic Music Triumph in the Dark, is a good metaphor indeed. I'm telling you. Roaches scatter. As soon as you turn that light on, as soon as Movement T come on, I'm out. Fuck. If you guys want to support me directly, click the link in my bio, subscribe to my YouTube, get my second book, Magic Music Triumph. You can get it directly to your phone, or you can get it sent to your house via Amazon. All the links are in my bio. If you want to support me and donate directly, hit the PayPal. I don't care if it's $1. It means the absolute world to me, and it will show a proper energy exchange. I do come on here and give a lot of energy. So if you guys do want to support in that way on my journey, it would be greatly appreciated. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You are loved, honored, and respected. So again, day 2 of my fast. I feel good. My body does have moments where there's this pain, but that's the pain from the overindulging. The pain you're feeling is from overindulging, straight up. You're gonna have the pain. You're gonna feel the pain from overindulging. You do want to make sure you got your minerals on deck, your herbs on deck. Usually extracts. You can get it from like the vitamin shop. You can get it from many different places. You can get it from GNC. There's many different places that you can get these herbs, but I would suggest the vitamin shop to get your herbs. And there's different organic ones. There's some that aren't organic, but that's cool. Just, make sure that if you're fasting that you're taking your herbs. So if I fast, I definitely taking Shilajit and fasting with herbal tea. Yeah, of course, the herbs and the herbal tea, and you feel what I'm saying? Shilajit, heavy on the Shilajit. Even like sea salt, Celtic sea salt. There's different things that you could do, right? For real, to help the fast. Botanica, is that oil? First day of fast is always tough. Then it's smooth sailing. Well, I'm on day 2, so I'm smooth sailing. I did 4 days 2 weeks ago, but this time I'm going hard. I'm going in. I need to get rid of these entities, and I know that they're there because in the idle time, that's when I start to hear them whisper. It's real. They're there. They're other versions of me. Don't even the parasites. They're all other versions of me. Just versions I don't fuck with. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with y'all reptilian type of energy. I don't fuck with parasitic energy. I know you're a part of the source. You're a part of my beingness. But nah, fuck out of here. I'm good. Yeah, all the herbs, man. The herbs, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna be tomorrow. I'll be taking. Oh, Manifest Coco. I'll be watching your content. I think I'll be watching your content. I got to make sure that this is you that I'm looking at. I think sometimes you'd be like outside and like a tree behind you, and you just be like, hey everybody. Love that energy. I love y'all. And I got you. I'm definitely going to be supporting more. This is what I was just about to say too. I was going to start the live by saying that it's time for us who do have content and do that do content, spiritually based content. It's time for us to actually energetically combine our energies. So in the now of the one, since everything is done, in the now of the one, I want to honor, even if they're not here, they'll be able to feel it because I'm that powerful. I want to honor every single human soul on the planet right now that puts out spiritually based content. And even if they don't do content, if they do the work behind the scenes, I want to intentionally send my love, light, and brilliance to you. Tenfold, I know you'll send it back. But even if you don't, I don't care. Because it's time for us to energetically merge for real, for real. For real, for real. You hear me? I've been watching you for a while. Before I started, I was behind the scenes. I'm thankful that you've shown yourself because it is time. Oh, I feel your energy. I love you. Yeah? Yeah. For real. Okay? Here we go, y'all. I want to send my love, my brilliance, my light, and my honor and respect and reverence for those who have the bravery to come on TikTok or Instagram or wherever you do and express the divine on these apps. I know that we individually want to, we want to have 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views. We want to be supported by our wisdom. And I wish that for you, despite my own advancements and gains on this app. Because it is time, beyond the likes, beyond the shares, beyond the comments, for us to merge energetically. So when you see me, you see yourself. When I see you, I see myself. So I'm going to be more intentional. When I see content that I resonate with, to like it, to share it, to repost it, because the paradigm that we want to enter won't come if we're not entering into it. I love you guys. I really, really do. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go meditate, get some of this sun, this African heat. And I'll be back very soon. Continue to do what you do. Attempt to fast, at least attempt to. And or go the day and have a meal like midday, like intermittent fast if you can. You have my support. If you need more support, become a subscriber today. Hit the subscription button at the bottom. You are loved, honored, and respected. Ashe, ashe,